2 weeks to 2 days.
Not know very soon. But these regional countries are watching, and there is no doubt that they all have their own interests in their mind. Not to mention the Europeans, who have been, on the one hand, constantly saying that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon, but then on the other hand, really hoping that some kind of diplomatic solution would come about, not only regarding the war between Israel and Iran, but somehow the United States and Iran would sort of get back at the negotiating table with the Europeans and sign some kind of deal where everyone's happy with. Is that wishful thinking? Possibly. But nonetheless, the hopes for diplomacy, I think, were a lot stronger a few hours ago than they are now. But then again, it's up to the Iranians. They have to sit and come to terms with what just happened and whether or not it's worth it for them to sit at the negotiating table. It just reminds me of the Iran-Iraq war. And back then, the supreme leader was Ayatollah Khomeini. And ultimately, because Iran was really getting so heavily bombarded by the Iraqis, and back then the whole world was behind Iraq. Right. Ultimately, he came to the Iranian nation and he came to the international community and he said that I have to drink this poison and declare a ceasefire so this war is ultimately over. Now, are the Iranians are they going to drink the poison again, or are they going to continue fighting? So that, I think, is the big question tonight.
Absolutely. And just regarding that, Israel army has raised country's alert level after these U.S. strikes in Iran, which is, of course, a measure that any country would take. But I'll come back to you, Susan. We have some breaking news just coming in. We'll go to that first. White House officials have confirmed to CNN media that U.S. President Donald Trump and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu spoke after the U.S. conducted strikes on Iranian nuclear facilities. Officials also say that the U.S. gave Israel a heads up before the strikes happened. Now, this is the latest that we are picking up right now. We know that two White House officials have confirmed that U.S. President Donald Trump and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu did speak after the U.S. conducted these strikes on Iranian nuclear facilities. Now, U.S. officials also say that the U.S. had given Israel a heads up before these strikes occurred. Now, of course, the American strikes on Iranian facilities is what we know is that U.S.